Don't you love this wreath? I really got the inspiration for this from these vintage ornaments, the old shiny bright ornaments. I have a few from my childhood, but I also pick them up whenever I see them at a garage sale or a flea market. I just love the feeling that it gives me. It just reminds me of my Christmases when I was a little girl. And I love the colors. You think of red and green usually as traditional Christmas colors, but these go more into the blues and the pinks and the yellows and the greens. So that's what I did with the flowers that I put in. This looks great on a front door. It's such a welcoming look to somebody, and it sets the tone right away. They know they're walking into a creative home. It really works perfectly anywhere. And it's very simple to put together. I'll show you how right now. And then you can take these ideas and you can make them your own. You start with a grapevine wreath that you pick up at a craft store. And what's great about this is that you can insert all of your flowers and evergreens wherever you need them. You'll need a mixture of evergreens, pine and cedar and balsam, some colored roses that match your ornaments and your garland, and then flowers like the statice and the wax flower. This dries really nicely, so you don't have to worry about putting these into the water tubes like I've done with the roses. You can pick these up at a florist or a craft store. Just fill them up with water and put the roses right in, and it'll help your roses last a little bit longer. I find that the colored roses dry out really nicely too. So even after they've passed their prime, they'll take on even more of a vintage look, and it just works with the whole wreath. So you take the evergreens, and you really just have to push them in between the branches here in the wreath. It's very easy. And evergreens dry out pretty quickly, but you can't even tell. So they just look nice. They keep their shape. You do the same thing with the water tubes. They can just go right in between some of the branches. You take your ornaments using little wires. You can attach your ornaments wherever you want. The same thing with the garland. Just put a little wire on the end. You can wrap it around. You can just place it wherever you want. And you just keep going until, you know, you get the shape you want. You can just put a little splash up here and keep the bottom plain. It's your wreath. You do it your way. And no matter how you do it, you're going to love it, and it's going to look beautiful.